Crochet techniques. The Invisible Double Crochet Decrease, left-handed. To download a guide with our 5 favorite tips to improve your crochet skills right now, visit newstitchaday.com/5crochet-tips. For this tutorial, you'll need the following materials: a crochet hook and a ball of yarn. Special thanks to our sponsor Lion Brand for providing today's yarn. Today we are using their Lion's Pride Woolspun, available exclusively at Michael's Craft Stores and lionbrand.com. In the color, Oxford Gray. The Invisible Double Crochet Decrease is a method of shaping your work by replacing 2 stitches with 1 stitch. In this case, we're going to be doing it with a double crochet. And they call it an invisible decrease because it's really difficult to see where the decrease happens. In this fabric, I've done it every other row, and the decrease is actually right here and right here. But it's almost impossible to see. So if you are someone who's worried about there being a gap or a really pronounced decrease, this is a great method for removing stitches and not really being able to see it. So let me show you how we do this. I'm going to insert my crochet hook here, and for step 1 we're going to yarn over like we normally would. For step 2 we're going to insert our hook into just the front loop of this next stitch. Okay, so we're going to go underneath and through the center. For step 3 we're going to come down and go into the front loop of the next stitch. Okay, just like that. Now that can be a little bit hard to do if you're a tight crocheter, so you'll want to be careful as you're coming through. Alright, for step 4 we're going to yarn over and we're going to draw the yarn through the first 2 loops on the hook. Okay, just like so. Now we've got 3 loops on our hook, and we're going to work the rest of this like a double crochet. So for step 5 we'll yarn over and draw through the first 2 loops, and then step 6 we'll yarn over and draw through the next 2 loops. Okay, and we can see it's a little bit easier to see right here, but as your fabric settles it'll actually be very condensed. So let me show you again how we do that real quick. I'm just going to stretch this out a little bit. So again, we'll yarn over, insert into the front loop only of the next stitch, and then the front loop only of the stitch after that. Okay, then we're going to yarn over and draw through both of those loops. Now that can be a little bit hard to do, so if you need to pull it tight or pull it open, that's okay. Then we're going to yarn over and draw through the first 2 loops, and yarn over and draw through the next 2 loops. And there we go. That's how we do the Invisible Double Crochet Decrease.
Hey! I'm Johnny Vasquez, founder of New Stitch A Day and your teacher for this tutorial. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to learn from us. If you'd like to see more videos just like this, we produce new content every single day, hence New Stitch A Day. You can click the subscribe button so that you don't miss a single stitch. And if you click one of the links to the side here, you can see the previous stitch in our series or the next stitch in our series. And if you click this link, you'll be able to see one of my favorites. And don't forget, you can also download a PDF with the written instructions for this tutorial by clicking or using the URL link that's on the screen. Again, I want to thank you so much for learning with us, and I hope that we've helped make your knitting and crochet skills a little bit better today. Yarn on!